Yo, Habibis, welcome back for another Watcher of Realms video. And today you can see another Spellbane Matrix battle guide. And I am on a viewer's account and I am doing a takeover for him. And he was like, can you help me on my Matrix? So you can see on the Bulwark form, we did get him 93,000. And we're trying to get him the 130k. He doesn't have Ardea. He doesn't have Laya. He doesn't have Elder. So this is the team that we got together for him. His talent is only A2. So we're going to see what kind of score we can get for him here. Hopefully get him to 30k. Before we get into all of that, I am running a giveaway. I'm giving away a high-end endgame account because of this from my clan. And I'm also giving away a free takeover for any part of the game. So both of those are bundled together. So if you want to participate in that, you have to be a subscriber and you have to be in my Discord. The link is in the description. The instructions on how to participate are in the Discord. So make sure you join. Now let's just get straight into the video. All right, Habbies, let's get the gear done. So I'm running a Raka. So this is going to be good for a lot of you guys that are trying to have different combinations to be able to beat this. So we have a Raka. Make sure you have her exclusive bangle. We got Tallulah here. We got Van Helsing. So one thing to know is keep your healers above 30k, please. Lady Mina's HP is kind of low, but she does survive and is also A0. Erlang A1. We got Rivenhold A0. We got Estrid, such a beast. I've made a video on her. We got Adrian at A2, which is a beast as well. 103k HP is pretty nice as well. Ireless A3 is beautiful. And then we got Nizar off Lord affiliation. Looking good as well. So that's the gearing. Now let's get into the setup. What I'm going to do is I already have an auto setup, so I'm going to show you guys how to set it up at the start. And then we'll get into the auto and see what kind of score we can save him. All right, so let's show you the placements. So we're going to go with Estrid first, okay? Then we can go with our Ireless here. Now, depending on what you want to do, in this particular setup, I did go with Erlang here, then went with Rivenhold. Now, we could or could not give Nizar the Invig buff, but we are going to give him the buff from Tallulah in this specific composition. All right, we can place our Adrian here. We're going to go with our Van Helsing facing the left. Okay, we're going to go with our Lady Mina facing right. Then we're going to go with our Raka facing left. Okay. What I do is I wait on the ults here, okay? However, I like to use Adrian's ultimate right here on the first focus strike. I like to use his ultimate every single time, then Tallulah follows. Do that every single time, and then Adrian will not die during the fight because his shield will go through both focus strikes, and then he's going to survive. So that's a good tip if you didn't know. At 643, we're going to press auto cast for all the ultimates here on the Pact of Silence. And there you go. You take it off. Okay. We're going to do this a couple times. And if you're curious on how to know the timers for the Pact of Silence, join the Discord. I have them all there. Okay. We're going to get hit right now. That's fine. And then again, here on the focus strike, we're going to use Adrian and we're going to use Tallulah. Nice, nice, nice. And then I believe at 543, we should be able to auto cast our ults again. Right now, 3, good. Slow it down if you have to. Makes it a lot easier. Pact of Silence, boom, boom, boom. Take it off. Cool. We're going to go one more. We're going to go one more here. We're going to get hit again. We're going to use Adrian. We're going to use Tallulah. At 447, we're gonna do our ults again. So you can see how simple this is. Now, one thing to note is I like to start using all the ultimates normally, freely, without following the timers right when I hit the 3-minute mark. Like I believe the timer is 3:01. So at 3:01 you can, or if you want to do it at 3:51. So it's up to you. It's up to you. On my account, because of the gearings and etc., I go right the minute I see 3, the minute I dip below 4, I just use all the ults. I find that to work for me. So we're gonna go to 447 here. Okay, and there you go. See, it's super easy. Once you memorize the timings, then we can use our Niza manually. There you go. And we're already at 24. We're not even close to dying. So I'm not gonna save that. I'm gonna quit that. Okay, and we're gonna get into a auto fight. And we're gonna go to where we were right now and see what kind of score we can get him on this takeover. All right, so we're about where we stopped on the manual run. 447, there you go. We use all the ults here, perfect. Okay. It's pretty easy to follow along. Now I believe the next timer is at 3:51, if I'm not mistaken. And you're gonna see that we always use Adrian on that part, focus strike, the first one. His shield does last the whole time. So that's an easy way to keep him alive, like I said. I'm surprised with Van Hilsen at A0 is doing this well. I mean, again, this was his last resort on the account because he was missing Ardea, Elder. He didn't even have Lycan either. I could have ran a Nightmare team. He didn't have a couple of them like main meta units, right? No Laya, no Elder, no Ardea. Didn't have Lycan, so we can run a Nightmare composition instead. So I had to get something going for him to be able to hit that 130, and I was like, why not make a tutorial on how to run like a little piercer comp? So we're about to hit the 2-minute mark, and you can see we're using the ults at any time. The minute we get the ults, we use it. And we're gonna see, can we get to the, I'm hoping it ends up at the 55k mark. That would be pretty good for his account. And there we go. Rivenhold goes there with the ult. I mean, we're about to hit 47 right here. We got Pact of Silence as well. Lady Mina's ultimate went out. I mean, I could switch out Lady Mina for maybe Talon. Maybe I've ran a Talon instead, or Kigiri. But I don't know. If I had to run Kigiri, I would have had to change the whole composition. So I think the best substitution would have been Talon instead of a A0 Lady Mina. But the team did work. We did get to 54, hopefully. 54. So we're going to see if that was enough for the 130k. Okay. Oh yeah. We passed that 130k. Big time. Again, he has a really good account. We're going to save that score for him. 146,000. He's 14k off, and that's with a that's without the whole Laya composition, and that's without an Ardea. Ardea would have been in the million. Yeah, pretty good damage numbers. Adrian with 500. Van Helsing with almost 500. Pretty good. I'm kind of disappointed with Erlong. He didn't do the craziest amount. I think Talon would have done more damage. And actually, Araka did pretty good for A2. If she was A3, would have done a lot more. Hopefully this helped you guys. Again, not like a meta team in Matrix, but it is a substitution for some people that don't have those exact units. So, and we were able to run a Piercer team, which I haven't done a video on. So Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.